Imagine facing life's challenges with unwavering confidence, resilience, and clarity. What if you could cultivate a mindset that not only endures adversity, but thrives in it? In this video, we dive deep into the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, one of history's greatest Stoic philosophers. Discover the powerful secrets of mental strength that can transform your life. Whether you're battling stress, uncertainty, or self-doubt, these principles will equip you with the tools to conquer your inner struggles and emerge stronger than ever. Stick around until the end for practical exercises that will help you integrate these Stoic teachings into your daily routine. Don't miss the chance to unlock a more resilient you. 1. Your mind is an unbreakable fortress if you choose to guard it. Imagine this. You're standing in the middle of a chaotic storm. Winds howl, rain pours, but inside a fortress, you're safe. Marcus Aurelius believed your mind is that fortress, strong, unshakable, but only if you guard it. The Roman emperor taught that nothing can harm you unless you let it. Criticism, failure, fear, they're just words, just events. They only have power if you allow them to enter your mind. The key is focus. Focus only on what you control, your thoughts, your actions, your responses. For instance, let's say someone insults you. Their words are external. They don't define you. It's your choice to let the insult ruin your day or to dismiss it. Marcus reminds us, if you don't let the storm in, the fortress remains unbroken. Ask yourself, are you guarding your mind? If not, it's time to build those walls. Peace is not external. It's a skill, one you control. 2. Adversity is your greatest teacher, not your enemy. We've all faced moments when life feels unfair, when challenges seem impossible. But Marcus Aurelius had a bold perspective. Those obstacles, they're gifts. He believed adversity isn't your enemy, it's your greatest teacher. Every challenge is an opportunity to strengthen your mind. Consider this: when you lift weights, the resistance builds your muscles. In the same way, life struggles build your resilience. For example, imagine failing at something important, like a project you worked hard on. Instead of despair, Marcus would ask, what can I learn? How can this make me stronger? He saw every failure as a step toward growth. The next time adversity strikes, pause. Don't ask, why is this happening to me? Instead ask, what can I gain from this? Every challenge has a lesson. Find it, and you'll come out stronger. 3. You are disturbed, not by events, but by your perception of them. Picture this. You're stuck in traffic, running late for an important meeting. Stress builds, frustration rises. But here's the truth Marcus Aurelius would remind you of. It's not the traffic disturbing you, it's your thoughts about it. Marcus believed that events themselves are neutral. They don't create stress, anger, or sadness. It's how we perceive those events that shapes our emotions. Imagine someone else in the same traffic jam, calmly listening to music and enjoying the moment. The situation is the same. The difference is their perception. For example, if someone criticizes you, your first reaction might be hurt or anger. But take a step back. Ask yourself, is this criticism true? Is it worth my peace? You'll realize that most of the time, the real problem isn't what happened. It's how you interpret it. Marcus teaches us that by mastering our perception, we master our emotions. Life will always throw challenges your way, but you have the power to decide how you'll perceive them. Don't give away that power. 4. The universe has a plan. Trust it and play your role. Imagine standing by a river. The water flows naturally, finding its way around rocks, trees, and obstacles. It doesn't resist, it adapts. Marcus Aurelius believed life works the same way. The universe has a plan, and your role is to align with it, not resist it. Think about this. How often do we get frustrated because life doesn't go as planned? A missed opportunity, a failed relationship, an unexpected setback. Marcus saw these moments not as random misfortunes, but as part of the natural flow of life. He believed that by trusting the universe, we can find peace even in chaos. For instance, if you lose a job, it might feel like the end of the world. But what if that loss opens the door to something better? Marcus would say, accept what happens as part of the plan. Your job is to adapt and play your role. The next time life feels unpredictable, think of the river. Flow with the current, not against it. Trust that every twist and turn serves a purpose, even if you can't see it right now. 5. Death is a reminder to live with courage and purpose. Imagine walking through a garden in full bloom. The flowers are vibrant, the air is fresh, but you know this moment won't last. The seasons will change, and the flowers will fade. For Marcus Aurelius, life is the same. He believed that reflecting on death wasn't morbid. It was a way to remind yourself to live fully. Marcus often said, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. Death is inevitable, and instead of fearing it, he used it as a compass to focus on what truly matters. Ask yourself, if today were your last, would you spend it worrying about trivial things? Or would you act with courage and purpose? For example, think of a time you hesitated to take a risk, a new job, expressing your feelings, chasing a dream. Marcus would say, why wait? Life is short. Use every moment wisely. Reflecting on mortality doesn't paralyze you. It frees you. It gives clarity, showing that the small things don't matter. What matters is living with intention, loving deeply, and leaving a legacy of courage and meaning. 6. Control your desires or they will control you. Imagine holding a leash, walking a dog. If you keep control, the walk is smooth. But if the dog pulls you around, chaos follows. Marcus Aurelius saw desires the same way. If you don't control them, they'll control you. He warned that unchecked desires, whether for wealth, status, or pleasure, can lead to misery. Why? Because the more you chase, the more you need. It's like drinking salt water to quench thirst. It only makes things worse. Think of this. Have you ever bought something you really wanted, only to feel empty after a few days? That's the trap of desire. Marcus believed true strength comes from mastering your cravings, not being enslaved by them. For example, imagine striving endlessly for approval, working harder, sacrificing your peace. But does that approval ever fill you? Instead, Marcus would tell you to focus on what you already have. Gratitude is the antidote to desire. Ask yourself, am I leading my desires or are they leading me? The key to freedom is learning to say, I have enough. When you control your desires, you control your life. 7. Silence is power. Master the art of inner stillness. Picture this. You're surrounded by noise, emails, notifications, endless conversations. Life feels overwhelming. But Marcus Aurelius found strength in doing something we often neglect, retreating into silence. He believed that true power lies in mastering inner stillness. When the world around him was chaotic, wars, politics, constant demands, he turned inward. In his journal, Meditations, he reminded himself to pause and reflect. Silence wasn't just an escape, it was his way of regaining clarity and balance. Think about your own life. Have you ever made an impulsive decision in the heat of the moment, only to regret it later? Marcus would say, slow down, step back, find stillness before acting. For example, when faced with criticism or conflict, instead of reacting instantly, take a moment to breathe and reflect. Silence gives you the power to respond, not just react. In today's fast-paced world, inner stillness is a rare skill, but it's in those quiet moments that you discover what truly matters, make better choices, and build unshakable strength. Silence isn't weakness, it's wisdom. So the next time life feels noisy, remember Marcus's advice, retreat into yourself. That's where real power begins. In conclusion, Embracing the principles of mental strength and Stoicism, as outlined by Marcus Aurelius, can significantly enhance our resilience and well-being. By cultivating self-discipline, maintaining perspective, and focusing on what we can control, we can navigate life's challenges with greater ease and confidence. If you found these insights valuable, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this content with others who may benefit from it. Your support helps us continue to explore and share wisdom that empowers us all.